Please pay attention to the following theatrical vignette. Hello, census taker. Answer the doggone door, will you? That's what my guests are telling you. You didn't even know there was going to census time coming up. Well, Maricopa Mayor Christian Price is here with the City of Maricopa Intergovernmental Affairs Director Paul Jepson. We welcome you both to the Morning Scramble. Why the census?
Well, I think the census obviously is done by a constitution on the federal side every 10 years.
But we're used to statewide.
Right, exactly, and that's done every 10 years as per the federal government. But the issue is that certain cities grow a lot faster than others, and we're certainly one of those. In 2000, we were all of 1,200 people, and by 2010, we were 43.9, and today we are somewhere in the neighborhood of 51, 52.
Is it in the water?
I think it is.
Just having babies in Maricopa.
Right.
What's going on?
We're a great place to live, and so we're kind of built as a suburb, but in those days where you drove till you qualified kind of thing. But
and the only Amtrak train station
That's right.
in this part of the state.
That's right, and we are the only Amtrak station. So it is a wonderfully booming city, and a lot is going on out there.
Okay, now what cities are we talking about, though? Because again, we're not talking about the whole state. Selective cities.
Right, we're talking about 7 cities that got together to hire the census to do this special mid-decade count.
Have you memorized them, Paul?
They are Buckeye, Peoria, Goodyear, Chandler, Gilbert, Queen Creek, and of course, City of Maricopa.
You get an A for the semester.
Thank
But
you.
Why? Why are we just narrowing it down to those?
Those are cities that felt they had enough growth to warrant and benefit from the cost. They don't come down for free. We actually, the cities have paid them to come down here, but we think the cost benefit is enough that we'll receive significant additional gains in state shared revenues, which is the state distribution of sales tax and income tax. That is how cities get their money. It's based on population. So we have population living in Maricopa that we are not getting our full fair share. So this allows us to reap and bring back those tax dollars that we pay, and we know we have people there, but we need the census to validate that number.
And particularly with the kind of growth specifically those communities are experiencing. But we live in the land of the free and the home of the cautious. So, Mayor, please, will you share with the audience why it is that they should answer the door and how they should do it carefully?
Absolutely. Our census takers are all screened, and they're not employed by the city. They're actually employed by the federal government, and so they have to follow those rules. But they all have badges. They're all certified, and we encourage people that when they answer the door to actually look through their little peepholes and see who's standing there. Ask them for their badges. Ask them some questions, and they'll be happy to share that information.
I'm going to ask you a question as a potential census person, okay? I'm inside my house. Somebody knocks on the door. I notice the badge, but you know what? An awful lot of people are saying instantly, what do you want to know?
Right. Right.
What kind of questions do I have to answer?
Yeah, the questions are real simple. There's actually only 6 of them. It's things like, what are your names? How many people live here? If you want to give your birth dates, that's fine. But all that information stays private and is basically under lock and key all the time. I've had people say, well, I don't want to give this information to the federal government. Well, I hate to say it, but the federal government's already got that information. But the rules say that you have to show up at the door and you have to do it this way.
And how does it benefit me with 30 seconds to go?
Well, it benefits you because the cities that are doing this will have more funds that council can prioritize and spend on public infrastructure, public safety, the benefits, the reasons that people move to Maricopa and move to these cities. They move there for amenities and for certain services. This will fund those.
Okay, 5 seconds. What about the undocumented citizen? Does he or she answer the door?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's up to them and how they answer the questions, but the census worker's job is to knock on everybody's door.
That's okay. Everybody counts.
All right. That means you. So answer the door, even if it's somebody that looks like me. This is Pat on the Morning Scramble.